And we're back to another season of Relab Live. The season 2 in the start of 2018. We feel very, very pumped for the things that we're going to bring to you. A few things that we wanted to do primarily is just to bump up or upgrade the way we package things for the vlog. I've got a new mic. It's a very hot day here in Melbourne today, hence the iced coffee. Funny enough, I'm standing in front of the old Swinburne Uni, which is now Melbourne Polytechnic. I used to be a Swinburne student. Now I just work around the corner from here. It feels very nostalgic all this time, but anyway, follow us for season 2. Stay tuned. Hey guys, like I said, it's going to be a very hot day today. Yesterday was really, really hot as well, around 39 degrees Celsius. So I think the team is just getting themselves ready for it. Other than that, I'd like to welcome you to the second season of Relab Live. We've had various comments and feedback from the first season. So we're trying to do things a little bit better. Fully aware that we're limited with resources. I mean, we're still using an iPhone, although this is an iPhone 10, so it's a bit different. And we've got a mic going on, so audio-wise, you'll hear me a lot clearer as well, as opposed to the old phone mobile mic. I believe like some production quality-wise will be a little bit better than usual. We're just trying to update our intros, our video thumbnails and whatnot as well. So I guess we're going to be a little bit better on the brand side of things. But content-wise, I can't really promise you anything just yet. But to give you a little bit of excitement, I'll talk to you about some of the things that I'm planning to do over the next 20 episodes moving forward. That still comes out every week. Every Wednesday is what we're planning to do, similar to the last season. But in this season, we want to try and bring a few guests in to talk to you about, I guess, their expertise that is relevant to the industry that we're in, which is digital design or digital marketing. And I'm going to bring in some Q&As as well with some of the team members, some of the other team members that hasn't been on. We will have a few new team members, not that we've lost anyone, but we will have a couple of new team members that hopefully I'll be able to introduce to you. What else? Some works, obviously. We'll try and share some past works that are out now, but want to talk to you more about that process side of things. Still wanted to give you some tips around running a design business and things like that. At least the things that I know of that hopefully will bring you some sort of a value. And what else? And yeah, we've secured a couple of other interesting projects and very exciting ones for this year, earlier this year. As usual, I believe I won't be able to share that much about the details for things that are in progress. So we'll keep it below the radar for now. But whenever something comes up, as soon as I am able to share something to you, then I will definitely do that. If you've been following us on Instagram, if you haven't actually followed us, then follow us, which is at Relab Studios on Instagram. But if you do that, we're trying to be a little bit more consistent, and that's one of the commitment as well. We want to be more consistent with posting things. We want to try and do a few stories every week, a few Instagram stories. That gives you an insight on what a day is like or the things that are happening in a day in Relab. So yeah, please do follow us. The other thing is, what else? I guess for this episode, I'd like to talk to you about how we wrap things up late 2017 before we get into the new year of 2018. So what are the things that we did? We like, as usual, as a team, we have our Christmas party. So last year, 2017, we went to a place down the road from us, which is Mr. Miyagi. The food was fantastic. That was great. The team had a good time. What did we do after that? I think we went for a quick pool game, which is in Silver Lake Social, the bar just opposite us. That was great as well, a good fun. But the special thing that we did, well, it is special in its own way because every year we try to do something for our customers, and especially for the key customers that's given us a lot of opportunities as well as build a certain level of trust within the year. We try to do that every year. So, in the past few years, if I was to reflect back, some of the things we did was we baked cakes for our customers and then sent them through. We also did a few interactive things via emails and microsites and things like that to make people smile. We've done a compilation of videos around things that are motivational, so pretty much asking people, how did your year go? And then based on their answers and the way they interacted with the website, the outcome will be a link to a video somewhere in YouTube that is either, that is motivational or just random, happy and funny stuff. But last year, 2017, what we did was we created an artwork that is entitled The True North, because for me personally as well, I'm in that journey, I guess, as the owner of the business, together with my team, we're in that journey trying to find our own true north. Because Relab is in this, is in this level now where we're kind of in between a big agency, a large, big corporate agency, and a small startup agency as well, or design studio, as some people call it. So we're kind of like in that between, and our clientele and the type of projects that we do are almost in between that as well. So oftentimes, for me personally, I question, where do we want to head, and knowing the consequences as well on, if we head to a certain path, then it's going to affect a few things. So finding the true north is kind of a big thing for me personally in 2017. I do have a little bit of a better idea on where heading from a big picture point of view. That's where I'm trying to steer Relab to, and hopefully I'll be able to share that with you over time as well. But going back to the artwork, it was well received. Some comments from the customers. Karina from Nova sent me an email straight away saying that, Alvin, thank you for the artwork. It's in the prime position in their office in Nova Entertainment. So that feels really, really good. And Emily from Politics as well has sent me a text message straight after that saying she loved it and couldn't wait to frame it as well. But what I'd like to do, hopefully in the next episodes or the next 2 episodes, is to share with you what that artwork is like, what the process was. Either Jake or Kim, who worked on it, could maybe help me explain what the whole thing is. Right, Kim? Kim's helping me record this video now. But anyway, we'll get into that later. But for now, I guess we'll leave this episode there. If you do have any questions around anything that's in relation to Relab, our industry, our expertise, please do send us an email, hello@relab.com.au. The other thing that I forgot to mention was, on top of this vlog, there are a few other things unrelated to, well, somehow related, but not so much related to Relab, that we're going to do, or particularly, this is probably more me personally, that I wanted to do. One of it is starting a podcast for the Indonesian design community here in Melbourne, which we've kind of started. We've uploaded the first episode, which is just me talking about the introduction of it and explaining what the whole concept is. I'm Indonesian, if you haven't known already. My background is Indonesian. That podcast, though, is a Bahasa Indonesia podcast, so it'll be presented in Bahasa Indonesia, and the conversation will be in Bahasa. If you do understand Bahasa, please follow that. And if you're interested in design, if you're if you're an Indonesian designer, young or old, experienced or not experienced, or wanted to contribute to that, please do follow us as well. At the moment, we only have our podcast on SoundCloud, and we have it on iTunes Store as well. We haven't had any. Oh, actually, we do have a Facebook page. Just search for Spectrum Podcast. Spectrum is spelled with a K, so like spectrum in English, but with a K. So SPEKTRUM Podcast, and you'll find a cool logo in there, and you won't miss it. So we have one episode so far. That's to not put so much pressure in terms of production. We're doing it once every fortnight, and that will always, or the plan is to always have a guest to talk about their expertise that is obviously in relation to the creative industry here in Melbourne. Again, the point is to provide value to the Indonesian community who's interested in design as an industry or creative industry here in Melbourne, with the experiences and the network and the friends that I have around me. I think we will be able to provide you with lots of information that will help you in your journey becoming, a great creative professional. Okay, and so that's one thing. The other thing is a blog that I'm going to start on my own. This will come in every month, so just one every month, again to reduce pressure. But I'm going to write a blog and post it on a Medium, which I'll share everywhere. But once it's up, we're going to post the first article up this month, January, towards the end of January. And with that, the plan is for us to have an audio version of it as well. So if you're not a reader, you're more of a listener. You can listen to it rather than reading it, but it will be the same type of content. It's almost like an audio book, but more of a short article version. So we want to make it easy for you to listen to it. But the whole point of that blog, now that's in English. The whole point of that blog is really to talk about my journey, personal journey as I'm starting Relab and all the way running it, 5 years until now, and hopefully continue running it. And that's the idea. I'll be able to share my diary and my journal around, the experience that I've had so far, the struggles that I've had, the challenges and the successes as well. And again, to provide more tips and value around what I think people could avoid to not make the same mistakes as I did. Okay, so follow me on that one as well. Once it's up, I'll definitely let everyone know. At the moment, it's not up yet, so I don't really have any links or anything like that. But for now, I think we'll leave this episode there. I'll look forward to see you in the next episode next week, and keep it real, guys.